streaks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And the
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing Jones. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
55, Mike, 55. Check me out, check me out, check me out. SOS.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check, 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 check.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Mark 55, Mark 51. Let's go one more. Alert flat.
From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out across midfield down to the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First down, Bills.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has a ball in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
10 at the 47-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, Allen lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And give him a gain of 37.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He was brought down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 11-yard line.
55 is mine, guys, 55. Let's go. Check 50. Alert, alert, alert.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 9, Allen quickly to Thielen here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the Bills' 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Jones pass intercepted. The Niners take over.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This is Jakeem Grant. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Escape. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Pass 85, pass 85. 56 to Mike, 56 is the Mike. Tight.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football and try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones gets it off to Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Jones under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Geno Atkins got home that time.
And it's 3 and out.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Derrick Henry.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, tight.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing again, Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Record. Middle. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was taken down at the
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Freeman again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over. Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Again to Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Go. Go. Check.
Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Niners 17, Bills 13.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time, and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.